Getting to know the story behind the headlines. Akron News Now reports with more depth on the stories you need to know on WAKR News Now.
It seems like every time we hear about a school district's 5-year financial outlook, two questions come to mind. Will something change to improve it, and when are they going to ask for more money? No worries in Green, at least for now. Superintendent Mike Nutter says the numbers look good, and that makes Green unique.
Well, I think we've been very fortunate here. When I go to my superintendent meetings at the county level and at the state, we seem to be a fairly unique district in the matter of we've been able to control our costs and cut spending, and with some of the changes we made in healthcare and whatnot, we're one of the few that are actually showing no deficit in our 5-year forecast from what I can tell.
It is, however, a prediction, and it's based on what we know now. Reminded Nutter that forecasts made about 3 years before the recession probably looked far better than what reality brought to the table, and he acknowledges that school budgeting is always a work in progress.
Well, the one thing is just some of the way the schools are funded from the state, but I just don't think it can get worse. The one thing that Edie mentioned that, she referenced that in her forecast, the way the schools are funded could change again. But, where our hope is, we've already cut our budgets by, 25%, and we've had several cuts over the years. I just can't see it getting much worse, and we've accounted for all that.
Nutter says he doesn't see the need to ask for any new revenue over the next few years, but what if the bottom falls out again, and the district needs more help from taxpayers?
Well, I think the reaction would obviously be negative, but I do think it's a fairly safe thing to say that if you look at, and one of the reasons too is we've controlled what we can control, and I think you look at our surplus at the end in 2016, it's sort of like a rainy day fund. If some things do change, we still got a cushion there. And our goal is not to go back to the taxpayers and manage within our means.
And Nutter says the lack of red ink is thanks to efforts from everybody associated with the school district.
Well, I think it just shows, we have controlled our costs. We've actually cut some staff still, and from an achievement and academic standpoint, we still are performing higher than we did in previous years. So I think, one of the things that I get to highlight is, with the community support, and they've got us through this tough time, we'll be good stewards with their tax dollars and do the best we can, and I think we'll give the kids a good education and be good for the community.
You might have heard Mike Nutter reference Edie earlier. That's District Treasurer Edie Snowberger, who put the forecast together. It shows a surplus of $2.8 million at the end of the blueprint. I'm Chris Kepler, AkronNewsNow.com.
More news, weather, sports, business, entertainment, and community on AkronNewsNow.com and always on WAKR News Now.